Hello, everybody. You could call me Hunch. Today's my wife's birthday, so happy birthday to you, wife. If you're new here, I'm a huge stacks bull, okay? I've got a theoretical portfolio for the bull run. Some I like more than others. We've been mostly right? We've been talking about stacks, DIKO, Alex, TRAC, Ghosty Cash, ORNJ, right? I added BVM, performing well. I've added OrdinalsBot, and that's the one we're going to be talking about today, OrdinalsBot. Now, my famous motto here is chill, focus, and wait. When it comes to a theoretical portfolio, this is just a case study, though, overall, so just remember that. But I also talk about memes, I talk about other things, but those are just for fun. I think they're fun to dabble in, but you have to know that those are more risk-oriented than already the huge amount of risks that you're taking. So I do talk about those things, and I'm right a ton about those things, right? Like rock, is up like 600x or 60x or 100x or whatever from when I called it, or not is up 6x from like under $1 million when I started talking about it. So we've done well with those, but that's not part of my theoretical portfolio. Those just help me get more of a theoretical portfolio, theoretically. Okay, so let's talk about OrdinalsBot. I just want to show you this clip real quick. I think it's really important, so just listen here. Just move my camera over for a ton of money. What will be success for you when you look back on your journey here in crypto?
With OrdinalsBot, we've already created the 2 largest blocks ever on Bitcoin. I'd love to be thought as someone who...
Okay, so there's important... okay, so this is obviously one of the founders or whatever. He's being... And there's important things to take from this. So he's being interviewed by this hugely popular social media... I don't know if it's a company or guy, right? Or a conglomeration of people... right, with hundreds of thousands of followers, right? And what does this mean, right? You have to really pay attention here. Like, this is not a joke. There's people, they're getting these interviews for a reason. I mean, this is not just like some guy interviewing a YouTuber. I mean, like, I've been saying this since I made my first video about OrdinalsBot. This could be a serious business, right? There's clues everywhere that you guys need to pick on, right? I don't have an assets and liability sheet, but I know that they're getting listed on centralized exchanges. Prominent people are talking about them. VCs are obviously dumping money into this. It's a huge market opportunity just based on what they've done, right? They've partnered with Marathon or whatever, some Bitcoin miner to inscribe these large blocks. I mean, it is so obvious that this is one of the best theoretical plays. I mean, I think if we do have blow off tops and mania, I mean, this is easily going to multiple billions just because if all these ordinal collections like Pizza Ninjas, Quantum Cats, whatever else it may be, runes pops off, right? I mean, this is going to be an integral part of the infrastructure. That doesn't mean there won't be competitors. It doesn't mean anything of any such, but it's so important. So let's go through this real quick. All the tweets, right? This is my thought process. If I use my imagination, I feel like OrdinalsBot Trio is probably worth a few billion if speculation picks up. So I mean, just go to the website, look at it, look at what they've done. It's so obvious that if you've been through more than one cycle, things from the previous cycle that got hyped up, DeFi from Av, right? Sushi Swap. This is clearly probably going to be the new thing that picks up, right? Ordinals, this type of business model. I don't even know what you would call this business model, like a generator or something. I think this is definitely unique. It's unique to this cycle, so definitely have to pay attention to it. And this is how I really feel. If you faded this, you are retarded. I'm sorry. You think the big boys ain't all over this? Use your brains, right? They're getting a new centralized exchange tomorrow. How do they have these connections? How did they get on so quick? Obviously, they know centralized exchanges know that this is a big player in the space, right? And I've been tweeting about this, and I actually made a video even before this, right? A few days ago before it even released. I think maybe like on the 10th of April or something. And I post these things all the time. Damn shorty, right? So 278. And now what are we at? We're at 581. So this thing, this is probably the craziest chart in crypto right now. Everything goes down. This is up only. Clearly, if you faded this, I just don't understand how you can fade this. I can't teach you this stuff. This is just so obvious, right? What is going to be a real business, right? DIKO has a chance to be a real business. Alex, Villar, these are like real businesses that if you're not good at speculating on memes, like the most of us, you have to pick up on this. Like, what can work? Right? It's not that complicated. I mean, I actually am disappointed in you if you're watching this and you're like, faded this. I mean, and you've been watching me for a while. It's disappointing. You need to change the way you're thinking. This isn't one of the most obvious plays I've ever seen, right? This is a DACM. Thank you for one of my followers for showing me this. These people have invested in Akash, Algorand, like all these things early. And one everybody knows, NeoSwap was supposed to be down there. But he told me that they're invested in OrdinalsBot. So clearly, I think there are some big players that have gotten in on this. They think it's a real opportunity. So I would not be fading this, okay? Let's go to swap. Trio, right? So you could swap Trio. Big time play. It's on Alex, right? Then you can convert it with a bridge, whatever you see fit. Very, very interesting, okay? What else do we got? They're doing more mints, right? So, I mean, these are all clues that you guys need to be picking up on. The centralized exchange. Here's the 3 different platforms: Gate, Alex, Unisat. Obviously, there's going to be another one tomorrow, so that's the same old thing. And Unisat, like just way above, so arbitrage opportunities. Again, everything about this is just screaming, you know, don't ignore me. So I'm definitely not going to ignore this. I think you've got to be a complete moron to ignore this. So that's all I want to say. If you can't pick art, you can't pick ordinals. This is clearly one of the best ways to go, in my opinion. So anyway, you could call me Hunch. I got a hunch. And it's this. You guys need to start paying attention, man. Bye.